I am one Nigerian that has had his fair share of trending on the internet. Just before we won the elections and got sworn into office, no thanks to the NBA conference in this same Lagos, in this same venue, I pinned down and trended the internet for almost a month for wearing sneakers to your... I thought that will be the last time I will be invited or I will speak at your conference. However, it is revealing to see that wearing sneakers or not is not a requisition to be at NBA events. Actually, I was the hottest revelation. I could remember the famous Nigerian author, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. When we were holding the conversation up here, she was busy taking my pictures, and I was wearing my Mango Park suit. I had to retrieve my... And I will urge you not to mind Eugenia Abu for all the encomiums she poured on me. She's an ageless beauty queen. She will clock 63 on the 19th of October. By the time she graduated from ABU Zaria in 1981, I was wearing shorts in secondary school. Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, former President, Federal Republic of Ghana, the President of the Senate, ably represented by the Chairman, Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, Senator Adeni Adegbombire, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, ably represented by the Leader of the House, Professor Julius Iombare, Mr. Governor, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Mutwa, my Lord Kudirat Motomori Olatu Kumbo Kudirat Kekere Ekun CFR, the acting Chief Justice of the Federation, ably represented by my junior brother, forget about his big size, my Lord Justice Habib Adewale Abiru, my sister, the President of the Court of Appeal, my Lord Justice Monica Bolnan Donkam Mensem, Honorable Justice Benedict B. Kanyim, President of the Industrial Court, the President of the Nigerian Bar Association, Yakubu Mikiao, and my sister, beyond her awesome intellectual credentials, most importantly, she is a wonderful human being who exudes humility and accessibility. Dr. and Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, GCON. Are we ready? Are we ready? Truly, we are ready. I have read all the works you have quoted by Menucho Shapik, her book, The Social Contract, What We Owe Each Other, and the $1 trillion war, the cause of the Iraqi war, that she co-authored with Joseph Stiglitz. And the president has already has set the ball rolling. In the first 3 months in office, the albatross around the Nigerian neck is the fuel subsidy. And we know the consequences of unveiling a masquerade. He withdrew the fuel subsidy that was hemorrhaging the Nigerian economy in his first day in office. Beyond that, the collapse of the multiple exchange rate regime that provided an opaqueness and room for corruption was also one of the monumental decisions of the Tinubu administration. And most importantly, the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform, headed by one of the best accountants in this country, Tayo Odeldele, to harmonize all our taxes to bring them into single-digit taxation system is worthy of mention. But Dr. Ngodi Iweala, you have done well. You have done justice to what is needed in this country. But as Goethe, the German philosopher, said, let every man sweep the front of his own door and the whole world will be clean. The lawyers, you also have a role to play in bringing about equity, justice, fairness, inclusivity, and economic growth. The president-elect of the Nigerian Bar Association, Madi Apam Osigwe, all former presidents of the Nigerian Bar Association present here, the chairman, NBA Annual Conference Planning Committee, our distinguished members of the inner and outer bar. But I must mention my own lawyer and my friend and my brother, Malam Professor Yusuf Ali. Our Royal Father, Your Imperial Majesty, the Oni of Ife, Oba Ade Enitan, Ogunwusi, Ojaja II. Heads of federal agencies and parastatals, most importantly, the chairman of the EFCC and the chairman of the ICPC. But I have reserved for special mention our humble and celeb person, Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Prince Latif Olusakami Pagbemi SAN, a very erudite man, a man of letters, a man of conviction. Thank you for serving the nation. And here is the address by President Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu, President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, at the NBA conference. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the city of Lagos, the center of excellence for this assemblage of noble members of the Nigerian Bar Association, a foremost professional and highly revered association. It is also pertinent for me to comment on the choice of Lagos as venue for this year's conference. I need not reiterate my filial affinity with Lagos, where I was privileged to serve at the helm of affairs from 1999 to 2007 as governor. The city of Lagos occupies a pride of place in the annals of the legal profession in Nigeria, and its status as the commercial capital expectedly makes it a melting pot for the brightest and finest of public and private lawyers. The choice of Tafawa Balewa Square as one of the venues for the conference is also commendable. TBS, as you may be aware, is one of Nigeria's prime historical and cultural landmarks. TBS, which is named after Nigeria's first prime minister, served as the venue for Nigeria's independence celebrations and lowering of the British Union Jack on 1st October 1960, as well as the formal declaration of Nigeria as a republic in 1963. The square also hosted the All National Assembly and Supreme Court buildings. Thus, TBS is a symbol of independence, liberation, rule of law, and democratic governance, which accords with the ideals of the NBA. It is also remarkable to recall that Chief Christopher Alexander Sapara Williams, the first indigenous Nigerian lawyer, called to the English bar on 17 November 1879, started his legal practice in the Lagos colony on 13 January 1888, and expectedly served as the former national chairman of the NBA, as the position of president was known then. The Nigerian Bar Association has a sterling history, notable for championing the ideals of democracy and promotion of the rule of law. Indeed, it is quite remarkable that NBA leadership has sought to interrogate and chart a developmental path for the country by addressing for the second year in a row the fundamental need and task of building and rebuilding our dear nation. I commend the association for this patriotic commitment to national rebirth and growth. Last year, the conference dwelled on the theme, Getting It Right, charting the course for Nigeria's nation building. This year, you have settled for another fascinating theme, pressing forward, a national posture for rebuilding Nigeria. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while I acknowledge the temporal existence of some daunting challenges besetting us as a nation, I want to assure you that this government is poised to address all the developmental challenges facing this country, and be rest assured that in the fullness of time, this nation shall overcome. I want to assure the learned members of the bench and the bar that this government will continue to accord top priority to the welfare of the judiciary, to ease avoidable burden on their lordships and speed up the adjudicatory process, which is a sine qua non for social order and economic development. Distinguished fellow Nigerians, it is apposite to refer to the recent landmark decision of the Supreme Court granting financial autonomy to the local government councils in Nigeria. I commend the Apex Court for its consistent sustenance of the tenets of democracy and good governance in the polity. Expectedly, this will spur the much desired developments at the grassroots level, while I remain confident that more of such strategic and reform-oriented legal interventions will be achieved. In closing, let me again appreciate you all for the privilege of addressing you as a special guest of honor at this conference. I would like to particularly commend you all for the seamless and wrongful-free conduct of the association's recent national elections. On behalf of the government of the Federation, I felicitate with the incoming national executive of the association under the leadership of Madi Apam Osigwe, SAN. As I look forward to a deeper constructive engagement with you and your team, I urge you to keep the flag flying with innovative reforms and interventions to improve the workings of the association and the legal sector in general. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to also extol the outgoing president of the NBA, Yakubu Shonoko Moikiao, OON, SAN, for his laudable, steadfast, and commendable stewardship of the association in the last 2 years. Mr. Moikiao, truly Canada Keo, and we are mightily proud of you. Let me assure you that this administration will continue to promote the rule of law, adherence to the principles of separation of powers, and tolerance of dissent within the bounds of the law. Tolerance of dissent within the bounds of the law. I urge you to maintain a forward-looking posture in moving our dear nation beyond the present challenges to a nationwide development, peace, truth, and justice reign. It is now my great pleasure to declare this 64th annual conference of the Nigerian Bar Association open. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you so much.